Recently, the sustainable dairy farming in VTC10 district, Hanam province, has been inaugurated after almost 1 year of construction. The farm is conducted by the Dutch leading dairy company named FriesLand Campina. Under the project Sustainable Development for Vietnam's Dairy Sector between the local authority of Hanam province and the Dutch governmental offices. The project aims to develop the professional dairy farming and sustainability of family-scaled farms. Thereby, it contributes to ensure food security, create jobs, and reduce the imported milk products. Vietnam has a great potential for dairy development. Fast economic growth and attractive investment climate are favorable conditions for dairy market in Vietnam. In addition to the favorable conditions, the dairy sector in Vietnam also faces many challenges, such as the issue of food safety, milk quality, animal husbandry techniques, and technology lines. The investment on dairy industry and promoting cooperation with experienced countries have created an opportunity for businesses to develop production with low labor costs and farmers' livelihood. Simultaneously, it also helps Vietnam reduce poverty and enhance social security.
Hello and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 Netviet ôNG ARIE. In the program today, we have a talk to Mr. Arie Veldhuizen, agricultural counsellor of the Embassy of the Netherlands in Vietnam, and to find out more about the development of the Vietnam's dairy industry in the recent years, as well as discover the new sustainable cow farming model in Hanam Northern Province. Thank you, Mr. Veldhuizen, for joining our program today. First of all, what did you think about the development of Vietnam's dairy industry in the recent years?
Not only the dairy industry, but the whole agricultural sector is developing very fast at the moment. And the Netherlands are a partner country in that development since a long time. Last year, this cooperation between the two countries was confirmed by a strategic partnership agreement which was signed between the two countries. This strategic partnership agreement, SPA, confirms again that the Netherlands and Vietnam are more or less a little bit the same people. We're both people. We are both living in the Delta, and so I see lots in common. And this relationship will be stronger and stronger in the future, especially in the dairy industry.
In your opinion, what are the advantages of Vietnam that will be potential to develop the dairy processing industry?
One of the big advantages of Vietnam is the ambition from the sectors, the agricultural sector as well as the post-harvest sector and the processing industry, and the government is to come to a higher level. The second thing is that there are several projects to see how we can develop small-scale farmers to come to a better result. Because it's very nice to build huge companies and huge farms with very professional, modern technologies, but you have to do it step by step. So you have to develop the small-scale farmers in how to maintain their cows, how to get a better results in their dairy production. The landscape of Vietnam, and especially the temperatures here, are very high. So it's very difficult to keep dairy cows in a good conditions. So you have to make some facilitations to do that. So, for instance, cows are producing best milk if they are on a certain level of temperature.
As I know that Vietnam and the Netherlands have cooperated in the program of business sustainability and food safety in the period of 2014 to 2018. So how is the program developed right now?
It's developing very good, because we're talking about the whole chain, not just the agricultural as the primary sector, but also the post-harvest issues. You can't change this kind of processes in 1 year. You need time, and you need especially consciousness. And just 3 weeks ago we had a mission with 23 key importers from Vietnam on the meat business, flour business and fruit and vegetable business to the Netherlands to showcase them what we've got to offer from the whole chain. But for the long term, Vietnam wants to be self-sufficient and wants to produce also to export their products. And that's the mid-long term in which we also provide our knowledge and technology. So knowledge and technology transfer for the mid-term to take care that Vietnam can develop its own agricultural area. It's necessary because we've share responsibility in the earth. We can't produce food in the way we did it the last 10, 20, 30 years, so we have to do it more sustainable.
What do you think about the scale of the cow farming project in Hanam, northern province of Vietnam? What kind of technologies that the Netherlands has transferred to Vietnam?
You have to grow step by step, and you have also introduced techniques step by step. And what we see there in the northern part of Vietnam, Hanam province, we see there these stables with these new ventilation systems. We see also the farmers are more aware of how to handle the cows. We're very aware of how these cows produce, and then you get them on this level. So you need training, and so knowledge transfer is very important. We are well prepared to do innovations, to learn, and that's necessary in Vietnam, but also in other countries like, for instance, Thailand, India. We're now busy in Myanmar. Knowledge and technology transfer, that's the key.
The sustainable dairy farm was built on 66-hectare area and is planned as the nucleus of the concentrated dairy farm in Hanam province. Under the framework of the project, by the end of 2018, the project will complete the concentration of dairy in Hanam province with the result of about 50 dairy farms, 7 million kilograms of milk at least every year, and create 345 jobs for farmers. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Khu, one of the first farmers engaged in dairy farming model in Chuyên district, Hanam province. Having started building dairy farm from March 2015, so far he has found the economic benefits from this model.
Tôi xây dựng cái trang trại này thì nhìn chung là cũng có tham khảo, một là các cái chuyên gia, hai nữa là cũng xem các cái thiết kế ở trên mạng để xây dựng các trang trại chăn nuôi cho nó tương đối phù hợp với cái điều kiện của mình. So với các cái mô hình mà trước đây thì dĩ nhiên là nó có tiến bộ hơn, mà chăn nuôi bò là nó đảm bảo được cái vệ sinh và cái an toàn, cái dịch bệnh rất là tốt. Cái con bò nó thoải mái hơn, cho nên là mình phát triển chăn nuôi nó sẽ thu được lợi nhuận cao hơn.
According to the plan, after 2 pilot farms, by the end of 2017, the dairy will have 8 farms completed with total herd size between 50 to 80 cows per farm. In the process, the Dutch dairy company Friesland Company and the local officials and experts implemented technical training programs for farmers, introduced technicians to provide services of breeding and veterinary treatment. Moreover, the project also supported farmers to build productive business plan.
Đối với các tiến bộ khoa học kỹ thuật đưa về thì từ Trung tâm khuyến nông tỉnh cũng đã hướng chỉ đạo cho trạm khuyến nông là đặc biệt là mở các cái lớp dạy nghề tương đương với thời gian học là 3 tháng về chăn nuôi trâu bò, đặc biệt trong đó có con bò sữa. Chúng tôi hướng dẫn cho bà con rất là tỉ mỉ, các cái hộ chăn nuôi là chúng tôi hướng dẫn rất tỉ mỉ về cách chăn nuôi bò, từ lúc coi như vậy là bò bê con cho đến lúc mà con bò được cho khai thác.
Trong chăn nuôi bò sữa và bò vàng nói chung thì cái vấn đề dịch bệnh nó luôn được chú trọng vì ảnh hưởng đến trực tiếp đến sức sinh sản cũng như hiệu quả kinh tế, nên trong quá trình tập huấn chuyển giao cho bà con chúng tôi nêu cao vấn đề phòng bệnh và vệ sinh phòng bệnh để hạn chế các tác nhân gây bệnh ảnh hưởng trực tiếp đến con vật, ví dụ như khu vực chăn nuôi phải vệ sinh sạch sẽ. Cái thứ hai là thực hiện đúng quy trình kỹ thuật tiêm vaccine phòng bệnh bắt buộc cho đàn bò sữa.
The sustainable dairy farm in Hanam province is a model of public-private cooperation method with the close cooperation from national to local level, such as the cooperation between Vietnam's Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development in Hanam province. In particular, the cooperation commitment and support of the Dutch partners have been contributing to bring good results from the creation of value for the community.
What is the meaning of these projects in contributing to the development of the project developing Vietnam's dairy industry sustainably between Hanam province and the government of the Netherlands?
The Friesland Campina project is an FVOV project with support of the financial support of the Dutch government. And what we see in this project with Friesland Campina is that we see all these small-scale farmers are getting used to the new techniques because they are producing more milk, they get better results. This is the contribution we can give as Dutch government and Dutch sector to Vietnam. What I like on Vietnam, and not just the people and the country, but also the enthusiasm of the farmers and the ambition. And without ambition, it's impossible to reach a result. So you have to have this ambition, and together we come to good results.
Well, to develop dairy industry sustainably, what are the keynotes that Vietnam should pay attention to?
The keynotes where you have to pay attention to are: be aware that you have to have a mindset in which you are able to change. Secondly, is stay in communication with the the parts in the chain. And very important is to stay in contact with the buyers, the customers, and that I mean is the supermarkets, the importers, because that are the clients of the farmer. Vietnam has to develop the post-harvest process and the processing industry, and that's where we are going to focus on the coming years together.
In the context of global integration, there is a lot of Vietnamese brands and companies have made a good qualified products in terms of dairy products to export to other countries. So what are the advice and recommendation that you would like to send to Vietnamese companies to develop our brands competitively and boost the dairy industry significantly?
So I think there are enough techniques to marketing a product, to market a product, and I think the specialists here in the companies who are able enough to brand their own products in other countries. Our unique selling point is, and it's a really unique selling point, is transparency, guarantee, food safety and quality. That is what we have to offer, and food safety guarantees, and that is also part of the quality, is an added value to the quality.
Can you share more about the plan of the Embassy of the Netherlands to support Vietnam's dairy industry in the future?
I had a conversation with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development here. We have a very good relationship, as I also already mentioned. And in the coming years, we are going to focus on the processing industry first, but also how can we get the high quality in the primary sector on a higher level. And also how can we get the results of their production better.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. VELDHUIZEN, for your sharing. And that is also the end of our program Sharing Vietnam. For comments and feedbacks, please send it to sharingvietnam@netviet.net. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.